Well, hello, everybody. We're live. I'm Fred, and I was promised a banquet hall full of people and people dressed up and music and drinks and food, and instead here I am in my house by myself. But that's what we're doing. We're raising a ton of money tonight, and we're going to make it happen. Welcome to our Un-Gala. And first of all, I have to thank all the people at the Ronald McDonald Houses of Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana. Of course, we're all faced with this pandemic, and they had to scurry at the very last minute. They had to figure out how to make this happen and meet their goal of raising over $1 million, and they managed to do it. And so here I am in your home from my home, and I want to thank you for joining us and for being here. And the Ronald McDonald Houses mean a lot to me, both because of sort of my past and things that I've been through at a time when the Ronald McDonald Houses were not a resource that was available to my family, but also because I've had the privilege of volunteering in the Ronald McDonald Houses, cooking meals, reading stories, and doing all kinds of other things. I've gotten to meet so many of the families who are impacted by the mission, and I'm really grateful to be here hosting tonight for the millions, let's just say millions of people out there who are watching us right now, helping us raise money tonight for this incredible cause. And throughout the week, the Un-Gala, throughout the 4 days, we've had famous people as part of the Un-Gala. We've had cooking demonstrations, we've had talent shows and more, and you guys have all been part of that, and we're so grateful for that. We've also heard from families who have stayed at the Ronald McDonald Houses and volunteers who dedicate their time, and even a sneak peek into some of our houses. And here are some of those pictures right there, just a few of the pictures that illustrate some of the amazing moments that happen inside of the Ronald McDonald Houses. And I'm not completely alone, by the way, in this. I have to welcome my co-host in this effort, my good friend, the big boss, the head honcho. Let's bring Holly into this. There she is. Hi, Holly.
Hi, Fred. How are you?
I've been talking to myself for 2 minutes, and it's weird. So I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, it seems to be supernatural for you. So
well, I do a lot of talking to myself. I live alone, and I laugh at my own jokes too. So this should go well for the next 45 minutes or so, right?
I think it'll be great. Yeah, I won't have to work too hard.
No, you won't. And for those, by the way, who don't know who I am, I'm Fred. I host the morning show on 103.5 KISS FM, and I am a volunteer, among other things. I have other talents too, but we'll get into those later. Fortunately, these desperate times do not call for me to also be any sort of musical entertainment, so I'm grateful for that.
I think that would make for a really good show, for sure.
Well, I guess that depends on who is my mom watching? Maybe that's the case. By the way, you can. What's that?
Your mom would be like, "Whoa, yeah, I taught him those moves."
Okay. Well, now I'm dancing now too. I didn't realize that was part of the deal. You can comment, by the way, to us, and we can see your comments. I want to say hi to Caitlin and Catherine and Stephanie and Jim and Debbie and Sharon, Marion, Emily and Kim. So be sure and comment over there and let us, or wherever it is on whatever you're watching, so we can say hi to you as well. Jerry has us on too as well. So tonight, Holly,
yes,
we got to raise $1 million. How are we going to do that?
We're going to do it with all the generous people that are watching us. We're going to do it with those amazing sponsors that we've had, and it's just going to be a ton of fun. And honestly, we have a lot of families watching tonight, families who have stayed with us at the Ronald McDonald House, and I know that they are just thrilled so far even about the generosity of strangers, quite frankly, that are helping them out during these times. So, and I don't know if you noticed, I'm not in my own living room. My living room is not this massive or beautiful, probably. But I am tuning in tonight at our Ronald McDonald House near Northwestern Medicine, Central DuPage Hospital. And so this is our 12-bedroom house where we have families staying with us. Most of them are still at the hospital tonight, but I'm really glad to be tuning in from here, and so people get a little bit of a glimpse of what our living room looks like here at the Ronald McDonald House.
Yeah. So many beautiful houses. I spend most of my time either at Comer or the one near Lurie, so I know that one well. I have not been to that one yet, but I'm glad you're here. This is it. Now you get a look at sort of, maybe you're just learning about the Ronald McDonald Houses for the first time, and that's what they look like. They look incredible.
They're incredible. And, you know, the generosity of donors makes that happen. You know, we constructed some beautiful, amazing homes, gifts from the community, and they provide all the comfort and amenities that families need. And, you know, this is just one of the 5 Ronald McDonald House locations we have in the Chicagoland area. We have an additional 3 family rooms inside hospitals. And so they're all just equally beautiful, welcoming, so that families, really have a place to stay during times of medical crisis.
Yeah, and you look nicer than I do. I will say, however, I'm not wearing a suit, but I am wearing some Ronald McDonald House gear, and it's reversed, so I have to figure out how to do this. I'm also wearing the Ronald McDonald House, the marathon team shirt that the marathon team sent to me. I think I'm kind of an imposter, though, because I am, in fact, not going to be running any kind of marathon, but I'm going to wear the shirt and maybe a medal, too, that goes with it. What do you think about the medal?
I think it all starts with wearing the shirt, and before you know it, you're like, I feel guilty, so I'm wearing the shirt, I better run the marathon. I mean, it's a beautiful marathon. You just run through the streets of Chicago and get to see all kinds of neighborhoods. You should do it.
You can just run 26.2 miles. It's nothing. It's not a big deal.
Go ahead.
No, I can what?
And you can join our Chicagoland team to run that marathon. So just know that you're always a member of this family when it comes to the marathon.
Thank you. I'll be there for moral support. But tonight, if you hang with us for like 40 minutes, you're going to see musical performances from 16 Candles, Nick Lynch, Spoken For. You're going to meet some families. They're standing by to talk with us as well. We're going to meet Olivia and talk about her experience in the Ronald McDonald Houses, so you can hear firsthand why this mission is so critical and why these funds that we're raising tonight are so important. And that leads me to telling you how to give your money, because we need your money. I'm asking for your money. You can do it at ronaldhousechicago.org/Un-Gala. You can text Un-Gala, UNGALA, to 50155. And there's also a silent auction, a bunch of cool stuff up there. You can text RMHC Un-Gala, one word, to 76278 to view and bid in that auction. And by the way, if you're watching, we'd love to see your comments there on the right-hand side. Let us know where you're watching, who you're watching with, so we can say hi. We got Pierre Carlo, we got Ivan, we got Joanna, we got Debbie, and Brian as well. Lots of people, Holly, watching us right now. There are millions, I think.
I love it. That's great. The more people we can talk about this mission, share it, and just keep spreading the word about the great things that we're doing.
Absolutely. Which leads me now to sort of, for the people who are maybe tuning in now and they're not aware of your mission exactly. Maybe they've heard the brand name, maybe they know, they've seen the change, the donation opportunities in McDonald's restaurants or whatever, but they don't know what you do. How would you describe to people who are not directly affected by it, who are not one of the families watching tonight, what do you guys do and why is it so important?
Yeah. Well, first of all, we exist so families can get better together. And that's what we're all about. We're all about taking care of sick kids and their families during really terrifying times. And I've already mentioned a little bit about that tonight, with our multiple locations, and we're seeing some of that now, the 5 Ronald McDonald Houses that we have and the 3 family rooms. And we also, sometimes people don't realize, we have a great partnership with Advocate Children's Hospital, where we have 2 mobile medical units that provide access to pediatric care, where we reach out to we did about 300 plus visits last year to Chicagoland schools to make sure that those kids got access. So altogether, all of those services, we served around 18,000 children last year. And so these are kids that really need access to the care. They need their families to stay close. And at the end of the day, when we add up what those needs look like and what we saved families, it was around $9.7 million, because we're trying to take care of all of those safety net things that they need, right? So when you're inside of a Ronald McDonald House, and we've talked a little bit about the beautiful living room, that's just one of the amenities besides private bathrooms and bedrooms and home cooked meals and laundry access, and quite frankly, great computer centers and technology to make sure that they can stay connected to their families while they might be far from home. And you and I both know, Chicagoland has some of the best medical care in the world. And, the bulk of our families, are from Indiana and the Illinois area, but we served families from about 48 different states last year and about 11 countries around the world. So people come, near and far for the care that they need. So it's really, meant to, what we do in your home, what you do in your home, we do in ours. And it's really the generosity of others that makes that possible.
And Holly, I know, you and I have done things like this for a while now, and you've heard the story ad nauseum, but when I was young, I was 4 years old, I had meningitis, and I was in Children's Hospital in Phoenix, And I'm grateful, of course, thankful to have recovered fully, and I lost the hearing in my left ear, but I have memories of that, believe it or not, at age 4. And one thing I remember specifically is the fact that my incredible mother, she never left my side. But in order for her to do that, that required her sleeping in a folding chair, eating out of vending machines, eating out of the hospital cafeteria, being removed from family and friends who weren't able to be there all the time because, of course, they have their lives too. Not a lot of camaraderie outside of that environment. And that's sort of an intangible that you guys provide. Sure, it's the beds and the food and all of that, but it's community, which we're going to hear about in a little bit with the Donnelly family.
Absolutely. And I should also point out, Fred, that we rely on the community and volunteers to help us do what we do every single day. And, we're a small staff of about 80, but 40,000 volunteers last year helped us do what we do every day. And that is everything from being here to check families in, but to provide meals and just be a part of that community of support. And so we're just really grateful that we've got that kind of support.
Yeah, so $1 million, that's what we're trying to raise tonight. And I have to tell you, I was supposed to MC the big gala, as I said at the top of the show, and there were supposed to be 1,200 people, good-looking people there, and we were going to raise all this money. It was going to be no big deal. And then, of course, COVID comes along, and a couple of weeks ago, you guys had to pivot to this model. And I have to say, if I'm being really honest, I was worried. I was worried that you guys would not be able to come anywhere close to what you needed in this particular, sort of event. And as you said, it takes almost $10 million a year to operate these 5 houses. And I'm happy to report that as of the beginning of the broadcast, we're at about $650,000, which is incredible. And I know that tonight we're going to raise a lot more.
Absolutely. And when you speak about, this crisis that we're in, Fred, childhood illness is on its own schedule. And so, as essential partners to our hospitals, we have to be here and available to them. And that's the thing I want everybody to know. We remain open to help these families stay close during these incredible difficult times. Kids that are, they've got oncology treatments to get to. We've got heart transplants and many other things. It's like, when you had meningitis as a kid, that happened and there's nothing else you could do about it. And so you got to have a place to be and to be next to your child. And so, our services look a little different right now, but just like everybody else, we've adjusted and we're making sure that we really are being boldly here for families.
Well, and I want to thank everybody for watching tonight and hearing this story and hanging out with us. It's not the big fancy gala, but grab a drink out of your own refrigerator. I guess it's going to have to be whatever it is that you're into. And be sure and hang out with us for the next half an hour. So I want to say hi to Candid Candace. She's a good friend of ours. Candace Jordan's on here too. Katie says hi. A lot of people ready for 16 Candles. They're going to be on a little bit later. Molly says that she loves the Ronald McDonald House of Chicagoland, and especially our hardworking friend Lisa Mitchell. So proud of you and the important work that you do. We got Cindy giving shout outs, Auntie Kim, Love Paige, and Matthew, and lots of other people too. So if you're watching, be sure and tell your friends to tune in on whatever platform that you're using so that they can join in and help us reach our goal. And so an example of just one of the many families that you're helping with your donations tonight is the Donnelly family. I want you guys to watch this video, very impactful video about Olivia and the Donnelly family. And this is what we're here to raise money for. Things just like this. Check it out.
Absolutely.
Olivia's heart dances. Olivia has always been a dancer. Even before she was born, she danced. But just 16 weeks into the pregnancy, her mom and dad discovered she had a rare, serious heart condition. As soon as Olivia was born, she needed life-saving surgery. For that first month of life, she was in the hospital, and mom and dad stayed close by, at the Ronald McDonald House. They could be constantly at her side. A dancer needs strength, and as Olivia got stronger, her mom and dad did too. At the house, they met others who had to be strong for their children. Along with the staff and volunteers, it felt like having a second family in a place of love that felt a lot like home. A dancer needs to be courageous, and Olivia's fight for life had just begun. After that first heart surgery, she had 2 more within 2 years. Olivia needed great doctors and nurses, too. Her heart grew so weak that she needed a transplant. Sadly, another child had died, but her heart could be Olivia's. After the operation, Mom and Dad stayed at another Ronald McDonald House right near the hospital, so they could be right there first thing when she opened her eyes. It was her dad's 30th birthday, and her smile was the best present ever. Olivia did a lot of happy dances over the next 6 years. There were birthdays, 2 little baby brothers, and lots of love in their growing family. They also stayed in close touch with their second family at the Ronald McDonald House. Each year they helped lead a walk for hope, to give back by helping others. Through it all, Olivia's heart danced, and she learned to put her beautiful heart into every step. But then when she was 9, suddenly the music stopped. Olivia's heart was in serious trouble again. Her parents didn't know if she'd make it. They were steps away in the hospital, so that every day in intensive care, they could always be by her side. Their Ronald McDonald House family and their medical team helped them stay strong. But Olivia would need a second heart transplant, and all they could do was wait and hope. After 6 long months, a Christmas miracle. On December 23rd, Olivia received the gift of new life from a second successful heart transplant. That year, Christmas came a month later, when Olivia came home. Today, she's doing great. Enjoying school and friends, and she dances. Sharing her stories of challenges, setbacks, and victories. Her spirit grows stronger. As hard as life can get, nothing will stop her.
I think Olivia is very pragmatic when it comes to life. She knows that there are challenges, and she's determined. If nothing more, she's determined.
It is a journey for sure. I just know that tomorrow is going to be okay because Olivia tells me so.
In challenging times like these, and especially in a medical crisis, families have to help each other be strong. That happens every day in the programs of Ronald McDonald House Charities of Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana. And that happens because of your generosity.
Thank you to all of you who have donated, who make the Ronald McDonald Houses possible, for allowing myself and my family to take care of our daughter and to keep our family together under one roof during some of the most trying times in our lives. And for you volunteers that take time out of your day, every day, for having the zest to continue on and for being so selfless for all of us. Family is everything to us.
Wow, that's an incredible story. So inspirational. In just a second, we'll talk to Olivia and the Donnelly family. But that right there, that's the reason that we're here tonight. That's the reason that that's we need your help. That's why you're here. That's why we're here, to tell you about stories just like that and to get you to donate and to give. So please do. You can pledge your comments you can pledge your you can make your pledges in the comments to the right, and then you can go to the website ronaldhousechicago.org/gala and make your donation official. And every single donation matters, no matter how much, right, Holly?
Absolutely. It's incredibly important. And, you saw, the fighter that little Olivia was, and it all just makes a difference about what the generosity of others can do. And so, wow. I mean, what she has lived through, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, but I think we're starting to see some gifts come in, Fred.
Is that right?
Looks like the Benson family, $10,000.
Wait a minute, $10,000. Look at that.
Look at that. Yes.
I can go home, right? Wait, I am home.
Get this going. The party has started. So let me tell you what that is going to do, though. $10,000 means, 117 nights at a Ronald McDonald House. That's how big it is. And our average length of stay is 8 to 10 days. Some families are here much longer, but that's the average length of stay. And so that will allow 15 families to have a stay of 8 to 10 days. So that is incredible. So we thank you, the Benson family, to really get us kicked off tonight.
Wow, that's amazing. $10,000. Thank you so much, Benson family. And now let's bring in the family who we just saw in that video. I want to welcome Brian and Lisa and Olivia as well.
Hi.
We're about to see them. Well, we don't see them, but we hear them.
Oh.
We can't see you, though.
It says we're in the show. So.
I mean, hey, you can tell that this is live and that we're doing this as we're trying to figure this out as we go.
Oh my gosh.
Should we try and come back to them? Should we try and come back to or should we just hear them talk?
Karen. Well, I think.
Wait, some people say they see them.
Right.
Some people see
Can you see them, Holly?
No, I cannot.
Cindy says they can see them. I can't see them, so I don't know. Anyway, well, hi guys, welcome.
Hi everyone. Hi.
We're here to make your job
Some
more
people can
challenging.
see us. What's that?
We said we're here to make your job more challenging.
Well, you've managed to achieve that. So for those people who can see this incredible family, tell us what the Ronald McDonald House means to you.
So the Ronald McDonald House for us was a place that Brian and I could go to when Olivia was a baby and just had her first surgery. We could be bedside within a matter of minutes. And one night we actually did need to rush over in the middle of the night. And we would go back to the house to shower, to nap, to meet family members, and to take care of ourselves and have meals, warm meals, and then go back to the hospital, be fully recharged so that we could be the very best that Olivia needed us to be. And then as time went on and our needs evolved, it was a place where Olivia recovered from both her first and second heart transplants. And the last time, in December into January of this year, we actually found ourselves as a family of 5, staying at the Ronald McDonald House together.
Wow. Talk about the community there. Talk about the support factor at the Ronald McDonald House, because it's not just a place to stay or a place to keep you close to Olivia. There are other families that are experiencing something similar, right?
Yes, definitely.
Absolutely. Families that are going through similar circumstances, you families that have other circumstances that you don't know, and everyone is there for the same reason. We're there to support each other to try and get through this. Everyone opens themselves up to however much they feel comfortable to, but it gives you someone that you normally can't talk to about the medical circumstances going through in your life, that sometimes you don't even share with your own family, your own friends, just because nobody else other than the families that are going through this can really understand or relate to. So without hesitation, it allows you to completely open up and just spill your heart about what's going on in your life in the walls of the hospital, and know that they're going to listen to you, share similar stories, share their pitfalls, their heartache, but also their success stories, and give you the opportunity to rebound and be the very best parent you can for your child.
Yeah. And Jeff made a good point in the comments. He said, Fred, you talk to people you can't see all day. So that's what I'm going to do right now, because I guess some people can see the Donnelly family, but we can't. So we're just going to keep it moving. They're very good-looking people, by the way, if you've never seen them. And if you're not of the group of people who can see, well, here's a picture of me. And oh, wait a minute, that's you. Isn't that you right there, Lisa?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. So that's the back of Lisa's head and the back of Olivia's head. There's Olivia in the dollhouse. That was me reading in a ridiculous-looking Dr. Seuss Cat in the Hat hat. So Olivia and this dollhouse, what's the story with the dollhouse at the Ronald McDonald House?
Wow, we get that a lot, and it was actually her first transplant in 2012 when she was discharged from the hospital to stay at the Ronald McDonald House with us. At the time, we're still there. They have transplant floors on 8 and 9 at this house to keep those who are immune suppressed able to, have fun, be with their families without having to expose themselves to the general population of the house. And at the time, they had playrooms in these kitchens, and there was a dollhouse in the playroom of the floor that we stayed on. And Olivia grew so attached to this dollhouse when we were there for 2 weeks before Christmas that she actually wrote Santa a last-minute letter the day before we left the house to see if she could get one at home. And needless to say, 2 days later, Santa Claus didn't let her down. And actually, on Christmas morning, she woke up and had a fully assembled dollhouse that almost matched exactly to the one that she got to play with every single day at that Ronald McDonald House. And we still have that dollhouse today that her brothers spend time with, playing with dinosaurs and dragons with ridiculous names. Noodle the dragon spends all his time in the attic of the dollhouse.
The nursery.
It's something we cherish, and we hope that one day Olivia will take with her when she moves out and has a family of her own.
That's a great story. I got to meet Noodle the dragon remotely the other day, and that was a big moment in my life.
It's a big moment in everyone's life.
What's that? Tell me again.
I said it's a big moment in everyone's life when they meet Noodle the dragon. We actually just celebrated his birthday the other day.
Right.
And I got to meet you guys too, and I'm super grateful for the opportunity. And look, guys, thanks for being here. For the people who could hear you, for the people who could see you, thank you for sharing your story. It's actually very brave of you to be willing to sort of give us a glimpse into that time, which I know was not the greatest time for you having a sick child, but as a way for us all to learn about how important the Ronald McDonald houses are and why it's so important to give tonight.
Absolutely. And you know what, Fred? I'm seeing some more gifts coming in. Some really good gifts coming in.
How much money?
I mean, I can't add the math up that fast, but I can say thank you to Bob McGonigal family, True Group, the Zindel family, the Turners, Gemini, Lockton, Martin Brower. Those are just some of the, 10,000, 5,000, 10,000, 10,000, 2,500.
Like,
it's great.
Mr. Lingo, $1,000 right there.
Yeah, amazing.
True Group, $10,000 pledge.
Yep. Hey, I think did Noodle wear? Do we still have Olivia? Did they go off? I'm like, did Noodle the dragon wear the cape? Because that's, I think, bringing us some good luck.
No, she was just saying
I didn't make the cake.
You didn't make the cape.
The dragon is not that important.
Oh my gosh. Well, there's some very generous people out there that are giving some amazing dollars to support families like yours, and we're just so grateful for that.
Thank you, everyone.
All right, guys. Well, go back to your evening. It was nice to hear you, and for some people to see you. And thanks for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Okay.
And just like that, we're back to just you and me.
I don't know. At least I can see you, but you're right. I'm pretty good at talking to myself with really no response from anyone else. So it's fine. We can do that. Huge donations that the Corner family. I hope I said that right. Corner family, $2,500. If you would put your pledge in the comments. The Hammock family raised their paddles for $2,500. I'm not sure if you mentioned that, but we'd love to shout you out. So write us a comment if you're watching, so we can say hi. But so many generous people, Holly.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm seeing Candace right there saying, thank you, all the generous donors. Absolutely. Great stuff. Great stuff happening tonight. We're so grateful. And, gifts of all sizes matter, Fred, right? And, when I shared earlier about, how many family nights, like $10,000 was, just to bring it down for people too, that it's $85 a night to house one family at a Ronald McDonald House. And so, and we ask families to make a contribution of $10 a night if if they're able, but no family is ever turned away for their inability to make that gift. And timing is everything, is what I say too. And we have so many families that give back later because they're it's like paying it forward to the next family that needs support. And so, any gift of any size, $25, $50, $85, $200, $500, they all matter and they add up. And it reminds me of our donation box program, right? So you mentioned earlier, as we got to talking about, our founding mission partner, McDonald's, and we have all these wonderful McDonald's owners and franchisees, and they all have these donation boxes in their restaurant, right? And that for us is a collection of coin all year, and that coin totals $1 million a year. And so it all adds up. Right. So this is a great, a similar, sort of thing. It's like it all adds up. Every penny, nickel, quarter, dollar, all to go help the families and to meet our overall budget goal every year of about $10 million.
Well, I'm so impressed by the generosity of so many folks tonight, and in general. I remember when when the pandemic began, you and I got together. We were talking about the need for volunteers to cook the meals at some of the houses because I know the volunteers are the lifeblood of your organization. Really help make things tick. I volunteered and cooked a few meals with the iHeartRadio team and with Cal's Angels, and now not having the ability for folks to go in and do that, you needed to find a way to raise the funds and the donations to be able to feed the folks who are staying at the Ronald McDonald houses. And in no time, from $5 here and $10 here and $25 here, I believe you reached that goal in addition to a bunch of valuable donations from restaurants in the community.
Absolutely. Right. We had to shift gears about how we provide all of those things, because you're right. We don't have the volunteers in helping us. And so, again, the generosity of gift cards and restaurant donations, and the way that we're doing that looks different. And so, we've been able to really, garner the support of the community to make sure families stay nourished. And so that's a really great example. And hey, Fred, what about all those sponsors? We got all these sponsors that have really been very generous to us too. I'll go through them,
but I'm going through these comments right now, just looking at all these donations. Red Shoe Society, $5,000. The Mazzolas, $50 there. I'm going to say this wrong. The Capgemini?
Yes, I shouted them out. Yeah, clear. Yeah.
$10,000.
I know.
I should say your name right for $10,000. I'm sorry. But yeah, let's thank our sponsors though. You've got Wintrust, you've got Javi, you've got Dr. Pepper, you've got Martin Brower, Tyson. You've got here's another name. Say it for me, Holly.
Cantalupo family.
We can't mess up the Cantalupo family. We can't do it.
Hi, Cantalupos. I know they're all watching.
Well, thank you for watching, Cantalupo family. When I see you, I'll never mess that up. McDonald's, of course, the McDonald's owner-operators of Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana, and the Benson family, and of course, all the table sponsors and the gold sponsors as well. So many people helping out.
Absolutely. And also, Fred, seriously, thank you to iHeartMedia. You and the team have done an incredible job of sharing our family stories for an entire month across 6 stations. And we couldn't have done that without you. And so your gift of sponsorship in that area, we're incredibly grateful.
No, it's our pleasure to do it, by the way. And I went to the powers that be at iHeartRadio and I said, we need to support this really important cause, especially considering, what they're going through now and the fact that they're still open through the pandemic and that the gala has sort of had to switch gears to this virtual platform. So I'm really proud to work for iHeartMedia and KISS FM, and I'm glad that we were able to help you guys out. But we got to keep raising money, and that's how you do it. It's on the screen right there, ronaldhousechicago.org/gala. You can also text Un-Gala to 50155, and you can visit RMHC-Ungala.givesmart.com or text RMHC-Ungala to 76278. You can view and then bid on the auction as well. I realize people can see it, but I'm used to just telling people what they can't see, so I'm just going to read it to you anyway.
Yeah, and hey, you know what? I'm getting a number about where we're at so far.
Okay, how much?
So I don't know if you want to hear it or if you want to wait some more or What do you know?
No, I want to hear how much money do we have?
Right now, we are at $723,000, which is a
Wow.
great number. Great number in a very short amount of time.
That is amazing.
I know.
Hold on.
I
That
think
calls for a toast.
I think you're right.
I'm going to pour the toasting substance over here because I don't know who's watching, family show, whatever. But if you'll notice, what the grape juice is coming from a Ronald McDonald House cup. It's grape juice, though, right?
I don't know. Is it? My glass looks really big. This is what the team gave to him. That's almost as big as my head, I think.
Well, let's cheers. Cheers, and everyone at home. I hope you have something to cheers. We would do this in person next year, hopefully, but we'll cheers and we'll drink. So this is really exciting. So we got to thank so many people, right? We got to thank so many people. All of you for watching. All of you for your generosity. And our toast just now, that was to the families, to the volunteers, to the sponsors, to the donors, to the viewers, and to everybody who helped us make this 4-day campaign so successful to benefit the Ronald McDonald Houses of Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana. It's been pretty amazing that one night over $1 million results in now a 4-day campaign virtually where we're all in our homes and we're approaching $750,000.
Right. We can do this. We can totally do this.
Yeah.
And we got a lot more going on tonight. A lot of great activities and the show to go. We've got bands. All kinds of fun stuff. So, people can settle back, have a Diet Coke, which is what I, usually do, and enjoy the entertainment. And we can, continue to raise money.
Grape juice. It's good for your heart. That's what they tell me.
That's what they say about wine.
That's right. And so thank you guys so much for watching. It's been amazing. Now, we're not done yet. We've got some entertainment to come here, but we're also not done raising money. So please continue to pledge your gifts, continue to make those donations, ronaldhousechicago.org/gala. I'm not going to read it to you again. It's right there. You can read. There it is. I'm not going to insult anybody. You got it right there. Just do it, please.
Right.
I don't hustle for money very often, but I'm hustling for money tonight because I would love for us to reach that $1 million goal. But thank you so much for the generosity so far. You can also continue to give until 9 o'clock tonight. That's the silent auction. That's open till 9 o'clock tonight. Lots of cool stuff in the silent auction. And we don't want you to go anywhere because we have special performances coming up. This is the part with us just sort of gabbing was not the entertainment at all, Holly.
Yeah. I found it to be pretty entertaining, but I don't know what everybody else thinks.
We have real entertainment coming up, real musical entertainment from 16 Candles, Nick Lynch, Spoken For. They're all up next. Holly, one more cheers.
Hey, thank you, Fred. Seriously, I love you and for really hosting tonight and doing a great job. Appreciate it.
Well, we did our best, didn't we?
We did our best.
Thank you, Holly, for allowing me to be a part of your important mission. Enjoy the music and have.
Thank you for joining Ronald McDonald House Charities of Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana's Un-Gala tonight. My name is Adam LeBlanc with 16 Candles, and we are thrilled to be performing tonight to do our part to help families get better together. We've had an amazing night so far, but families still need your help. Every dollar helps children and families stay together. Please consider giving what you can by texting Un-Gala to 50155 or visiting ronaldhousechicago.org/Un-Gala. Now, we want to play a song for you, so let me start it here. Give me 1 second. How can I explain when there are few words I can choose? How can I explain when words get broken? Do you remember there was a time when people on the streets were walking hand in hand in hand? Together we can do amazing things. Please consider making a donation and helping children and families during their greatest time of need. A reminder that the silent auction will remain open until 9 p.m., so there's still time to get in your final bids and win something great while supporting families who need us the most. Thank you very much for having us, and have a great night.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nick Lynch. I have been fortunate enough and honored to be part of quite a few different Ronald McDonald House fundraisers, and I am honored again tonight at this moment to be part of another. Karen had asked me if I could get a video together to sing one of my favorite songs or something along those lines, and of course I was more than up for it. And a little backstory on the song I'm going to sing is when I was on American Idol ages ago, there was a great songwriter and a guy that I've seen many times and met quite a few different times named Graham Colton, and he wrote this fantastic song called Best Days, and I just felt like it suited this moment in time quite well on many different levels. Songs can always speak to the heart and speak to the mind in many different ways for many different people, and I just thought this song could be something for everyone. I hope you're all doing well and enjoy the song.
Everything I've ever done, I give it out and everyone knows. Another night I'm making through another door I walk into. I can't wait. It's a little winding road. It's a long way home. So don't wait for someone to tell you it's too late. 'Cause these are the best days. There's always something tomorrow. So I say, let's make the best of tonight. 'Cause here comes the rest of our lives. Count the steps, the distance to the time when it was me and you so far. Another face, another friend, another time, another room that I know. It's a winding road. It's a long way home. Don't wait for someone to tell you it's too late. 'Cause these are the best days. There's always something tomorrow. So I say, let's make the best of tonight. Let's make the best of tonight. 'Cause here comes the rest of our lives. Rest of our lives. It's a winding road. It's a long way home. So don't wait for someone to tell you it's too late. 'Cause these are the best days. There's always something tomorrow. So I say, let's make the best of it. Don't wait, 'cause no one can tell you it's too late. 'Cause these are the best days. There's always something tomorrow. So I say, let's make the best of tonight. Let's make the best of tonight. We'll make the best of tonight. 'Cause here comes the rest of our lives.
Sending so much love out to all of you. Hope you're doing safe and well. Talk to you soon.
Hello, Ronald McDonald House Charities. I'm Lauren from Spoken For. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, unfortunately, we are unable to gather together to celebrate the amazing work that you do, providing warmth, generosity, kindness, and hope to so many families in their times of need. But on behalf of the entire Spoken For family, we are looking forward to celebrating with you next year. So, be safe, be healthy, and don't forget your dancing shoes for next year. Take care.
Yeah. Yeah. Like a fool, I went stay too long. Now I'm wondering if your love's still strong. Ooh, baby. Well, here I am, signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. I'm yours. Then that time I went and said goodbye. Now I'm back and not ashamed to grow. Ooh, baby, here I am, signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. Oh, well, here I am, baby. Oh, you got me put you in the game. Yeah. Here I am, baby. You got the future all up in my hand. Yeah. I did a lot of foolish things that I really didn't mean. Hey, yeah, didn't I? Oh, yeah, baby.
Seen a lot of things in this world. When I touch them, they mean nothing, girl. Ooh, baby, here I am, signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. Oh, I'm all yours. Ooh, wait, baby, set my soul on fire. That's why I know you're my heart's only desire. Ooh, baby, here I am, signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. Well, here I am, baby. Oh, now you got the future in your hand. Well, here I am, baby. Oh, now you got the future in your hand. And now, done a lot of foolish things that I really didn't mean. I can be a broken woman, but here I am. Here I am. Yeah, you, I'm all yours. Well, here I am, baby. Oh, now you got the future